Your gaming PC is a ticking time bomb if you buy the wrong power supply unit. Seriously, one bad surge and your expensive graphics card is completely fried. Welcome to Tech Selected. I am here to make sure that never happens to you. Today, we are ranking the top 5 best computer power supply options for gaming and PC building in 2026. Whether you are on a strict budget or building an absolute monster rig, I have got you covered. Pay close attention because my number 1 pick offers insane value. But before we get to the ranking, here are 3 common traps that will waste your money and put your system at huge risk. Let's get into it. Trap number 1, ignoring the new ATX standard. In 2026, you absolutely need an ATX 3.1 compliant computer power supply if you plan on using modern NVIDIA or AMD graphics cards safely. Older standards might force you to use dangerous adapter cables. Do not risk it. Trap number 2, the spec sheet lie regarding wattage. A cheap off-brand 1000 watt PSU is much worse than a high-quality 650 watt unit. Always look for reliable internal components like Japanese capacitors rather than just chasing a high wattage number. Overall power supply efficiency matters way more than just the peak output. Trap number 3, skimping on cables. Non-modular power supplies will leave your PC case looking like a rat's nest, completely choking your airflow. A fully modular PC power supply lets you use only the cables you actually need. Now, fully modular is the gold standard, but if you are on an ultra-tight budget, you might have to compromise on cables to get safe, reliable power. I've balanced all of this in my list so you can just enjoy building your PC safely. All right, enough talking. Let's kick things off with number 5. Kicking things off at number 5, the MSI Mag A650BN is the absolute best choice if you are building an ultra-budget gaming PC and need reliable power without emptying your wallet. At around $59, this is an absolute steal at this price point. It is an 80+ bronze certified 650 watt unit featuring active PFC design and DC to DC circuitry. What does that actually mean for you? It means highly stable power delivery. One buyer specifically mentioned it runs their AMD RX 7600 XT perfectly fine during intense long gaming sessions. It has a low noise 120mm fan that actually stays quiet under heavy load, which is super rare for cheap units. Now, let's talk about the limitation. This is a non-modular power supply. That means all the cables are permanently attached to the unit. If you have a really small case, finding room to hide the unused cables can be a bit annoying. However, the solution is simple. Just grab a PC case with a dedicated basement shroud to tuck those extra cables out of sight. For any PC enthusiast trying to keep costs down, you get MSI's industrial-level protections and a solid 5-year warranty. It is a fantastic entry-level computer power supply. Moving on to number 4, the NZXT C850 Gold Core is the perfect match for gamers who want sleek aesthetics and modern features on a mid-range budget. Priced around $109, this unit is fully ATX 3.1 certified and PCIe 5.1 ready. That is a massive deal for modern PC building because it includes the native 12V 2x6 connector. You can plug your next-generation GPU directly into the PSU without any ugly melting adapters. It is 80+ gold and cybernetics platinum certified, delivering exceptionally clean, stable energy. Users absolutely love the 135mm fluid dynamic bearing fan. It features a 0 RPM mode during light workloads, making it whisper quiet when you are just browsing the web. One user even noted their system felt instantly faster and more stable after swapping to this specific unit. The only minor flaw here is that the included cables are a bit stiff right out of the box, which can make routing them around tight corners a little tricky. The workaround? Just gently bend and massage the cables for a few minutes before installation to loosen them up. It is fully modular, completely reliable, and backed by a 7-year warranty. Coming in at number 3, the MSI MPG 850G is the best bang for your buck, hands down. If you want high-end performance for a premium 1440p gaming setup, you are getting top-tier specs, and you can often catch this on sale for around $89. This 850-watt powerhouse features 100% Japanese 105 degrees Celsius capacitors and a massive 10-year warranty. That means this PSU will probably outlast the rest of your computer. It is fully modular and fully compliant with all ATX 3.1 standards. Real-world users are blown away by its power supply efficiency, averaging over 88% in testing, effortlessly handling power-hungry graphics cards like the RTX 4070 Ti Super. The fan is practically inaudible, and the internal build quality feels incredibly premium. Now, if there is a tiny drawback, it is that the flat ribbon cables might not appeal to everyone visually, if you prefer individual braided sleeves. The fix is super easy though. You can always buy a set of cheap colored cable extensions down the line if you want to perfectly match your gaming PC theme. For the price, power, and sheer reliability, this unit is a total no-brainer for any custom build. At number 2, the Be Quiet Dark Power 14-1200 watt unit is the ultimate choice if you are building an ultra enthusiast, completely maxed out monster rig. Honestly, this thing is an absolute beast. It boasts an insane 80+ titanium rating, hitting up to 95.4% efficiency. We are talking about state-of-the-art full-bridge LLC technology that ensures virtually zero ripple noise. It is natively ready for next-gen GPUs with 2 separate 12V2X6 connectors. One of the coolest features is the physical overclocking key. With the push of a button on the back, you can switch from multi-rail to a massive single-rail mode, giving extreme overclockers maximum power delivery stability. The custom Silent Wings fan sits in a frameless design on a giant heatsink, keeping everything ice cold.
The limitation? Well, it costs $299, which is a pretty huge chunk of your PC building budget. Also, it is physically large at 6.88 inches long. The solution? Make absolutely sure your PC case supports extended power supplies before you click buy. If you want the absolute pinnacle of power supply technology for a heavy workstation or a 4K gaming PC, this is it.
And finally, taking the number 1 spot, the Corsair RM1000X is the best all-around computer power supply for anyone who wants absolute premium quality, perfect cable management, and zero headaches. Priced at $166, this 1,000-watt unit hits the perfect sweet spot for high-end gaming. It is ATX 3.1 compliant and Cybernetics Gold certified. But what really sets this apart in real-world PC building are the cables. They are ultra-flexible embossed cables with low-profile combs pre-installed. One reviewer noted that routing these cables took 0 effort, and they look just as good as expensive aftermarket extensions. It handles transient power spikes from heavy cards like the RTX 4090 like a total champion.
Providing incredibly stable power supply to a computer under extreme loads. You even get Corsair's automatic 0 RPM fan mode, meaning the fan completely turns off under light loads for dead silent operation. The only limitation here is that it is currently in very high demand, so it goes out of stock frequently on Amazon. The solution is simple. If you see it available for around $160, grab it immediately. For the absolute best mix of top-tier components, silent operation, and build experience, the Corsair RM1000X is the undisputed king.
There you have it, the absolute best computer power supplies you can buy right now. Links to all these amazing units are down in the description below. If I helped you pick the perfect heart for your new gaming PC, please hit that like button and subscribe to Tech Selected for more no-nonsense hardware reviews. What graphics card are you pairing with your new PSU? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.